He didn't break into a bank. He didn't wear a mask. He sat in a luxury office in Manhattan, wore expensive suits, shook hands with billionaires, and convinced some of the smartest people in the world to hand their money over to him. Banks had trusted him. Celebrities trusted him. Charities trusted him. Retirees trusted him. Regulators trusted him. And that was the terrifying part. His name was Bernie Madoff, and he had run one of the biggest financial lies in history. The truly terrifying thing wasn't the $65 billion. The truly terrifying thing was how obvious the warning signs were, and how many powerful people chose not to see them. Stay until the end, because the last sentence of this story will change the way you look at money forever. Madoff didn't promise insane profits. He promised something far more addictive: safety, steady returns every month, not too high, not too low, just enough to feel real. Even when the markets collapsed, his clients continued to make money. While everyone else was panicking, Madoff's investors were calm. It looked perfect. And in the world of finance, perfection is usually where the danger begins. Nobody questioned it, because questioning it meant risking the dream. Madoff had understood something most criminals don't. People don't just want money, they want to feel chosen. That's why he made it almost impossible to get into his fund. You needed a reference. You had to know someone. And even then, he could reject you. He didn't chase investors. Investors chased him. Private dinners, country clubs, quiet conversations, rich people whispering to other rich people. Bernie is different. Bernie always delivers. Think about that for a second. He didn't have to sell anything. The feeling of exclusivity did the selling for him. Write in the comments, if it were you, would you have questioned it, or would you have trusted him too? After enough important people believed in him, everyone else stopped asking questions. One bank assumed another bank had checked. One regulator thought someone else had already investigated. That is how trust works at the top, and that is exactly how the lie survives. Behind his polished reputation, there was a locked floor inside his building. Most employees were never allowed onto that floor. Outside, organized desks, serious employees, Wall Street respectability. Inside, fake account statements, fake trades, fake profits. New investors' money was being paid to old investors. A Ponzi scheme, but protected by something an ordinary criminal could never have: reputation. That reputation had made him untouchable. He had helped build modern Wall Street. He had served as chairman of NASDAQ. And because he seemed impossible to question, people ignored what should have been impossible to believe. But one person didn't ignore it. Harry Markopolos looked at Madoff's numbers and understood that something was wrong. The returns were too smooth, too consistent, mathematically impossible. He went to the SEC and warned them. Nothing happened. He went again. Still, nothing happened. 5 detailed reports over 8 years. Many opportunities to stop it. Each time they missed what was right in front of their eyes. Because accusing Bernie Madoff meant admitting that the smartest people in finance had been fooled, and powerful institutions hate admitting that. Let that sink in. One man had the proof. The evidence was real. The math was undeniable. And for 8 years, nobody listened. If this makes you angry, you're not alone. Like this video so more people can see what the systems tried to hide. Then 2008 came. The markets collapsed. Investors wanted their money back. Not millions, but billions. And for the first time, the machine could not keep running. Because the money had never really been there. The profits were on paper. The trades were fiction. Madoff called his sons and told them the truth. The entire business was one big lie. His sons went to a lawyer. The lawyer called the FBI. The next morning, agents arrived at his apartment. He didn't run. He didn't deny it. He only said, "There's no innocent explanation." 4 words. And just like that, 48 years of lies collapsed in a single morning. Retirees had lost everything. Charities collapsed. Families who thought they were safe learned that their future had been built on fake numbers. He didn't just steal money. He stole the feeling of certainty. He stole retirement. He stole trust. 150 years in prison. His son Mark died by suicide. His son Andrew died of cancer. His wife was left almost completely alone. The lie didn't stay in the office. It entered homes, families, marriages, and graves. This is what people forget about financial crimes. $1 billion sounds abstract. A retired couple losing everything is not abstract. A family realizing their future was fake is not abstract. Share this video, because most people have never heard the full story. So how had this lasted for decades? Because people saw what they wanted to see. A safe place in a dangerous market. Access to something special. A man too respected, too connected, too important to be lying. That is exactly why he got away with it. The scariest scams don't look dangerous. They look safe. They look professional. They look trustworthy. The next great fraud will not appear in front of you looking like a criminal. It will arrive with confidence, surrounded by powerful friends, sitting in clean offices and showing beautiful numbers. And when people are making money, they rarely ask the hardest question: what if none of this is real? If that question makes you uncomfortable, good. Subscribe. Because next week we go much deeper into the financial crimes the system never wanted you to understand. Stay tuned.